everyone, it's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to all of you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is where you're coming in from. There's lots on today. Yay! We're going to have some fun crafting today. We're going to have a bit of a session together. Have you got your beveragino? No, I haven't got mine yet. I was running around. Quick! Get organised! So we better grab our beveragino, hadn't we? Hello, Susan. Hi, Donna. Randy. Yay, you made it, Randy. Vicky. Oh, Vicky's just about to get her beveragino. And Jessie's in the house. Hello, Jessie Scott. #1 assistant in the world, according to me. Hi, Charlotte. Oh, so lovely to see you all here. We're going to have so much fun today. If you're new to my channel, please sign in if you want to see the live chat, or even if you're watching the replay, just pop #replay if you watch this a bit later, because I love seeing how many people watch this afterwards. It's so cool. And also the other thing, subscribe, like, do all the usual things that you know what to do. And if you know someone that you think would really enjoy this video today, then please share. Sharing is caring, as they say. Sharing is thinking of others. So where's my card? Where has it gone? Already we have begun and my card has already gone walkabouts. I think I did cover it over here actually. But we have, look at me, I'm already looking. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's in my hot little hands. It was hidden underneath the paper that I'm using today. So this is the card that we're going to be making today. But we're going to do a twist. Because I want to show you how you can look at a card creatively and you can adapt it to something completely different. And no one will ever know. They're going to know. They'll never know. They won't know. They really won't know. So we're going to completely turn this card on its head. And we're going to do some stamping. But the stamping that we're going to do today is a full sheet. We're going to do a full sheet. The whole sheet. Because I think this is a lot of fun. It's been a while since I've done this technique. And it's basically create your own background using stamps. It's like, you know, making your own designer series paper, really. And then we get to pick, because sometimes people look at the paper and they're like, no, I don't like that sweet because of the colours in the paper. Oh, you don't have to like the paper. You can make it whatever colour you want because you have inks. So I'm going to show you how you can creatively think outside the box. The colours that we're going to be using today, in case you want to stamp along with me, because that would be fun. We've got a really good selection of colours today, can I just say. I saw something somewhere on Instagram. Check out this colour sample. Isn't that beautiful? These colours are so hot right now, right? Don't you just see them everywhere? Like homeware, Instagram, like everywhere. People just are like in love with these colours, and I can see why. So we've got Cinnamon Cider, Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, a bit of Sahara Sand. It's been a long time since I've brought in Sahara Sand, and a bit of Early Espresso as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun doing that today. And our stamp of choice is going to be, why, hello, beautiful. Hello there. And then we've got the beautiful dies. We'll probably use some of these sentiments or something. Who knows? We shall see. As far as I've got in my head is just stamping the page. And then who knows what's going to happen after that, right? Even I will be surprised as you. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Say hello when you jump in. I love seeing you all. Now, firstly, big thank you to all of you. I know there's so many of you that have already signed up for our big event. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't believe it's happening. So in case you missed the memo, I don't know how you could, but anyway, just in case you did, the Lisa Curcio Kylie Bertucci event is coming to you at the end of the month. So please make sure that you sign up for that. Register now so that you don't forget because life is really, really busy, right? We go, yeah, I'll do that soon. Who some of you, yeah, I'll sign up for that soon. And then we get distracted, right? Look how cute this is. Look at our little logo. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I heart you all. And then these are our beautiful presenters that are going to be Bruno Bertucci's in the house, people. I'm telling you, his card, well, I don't even know if you can call it a card. It's an architectural genius idea, is all I can say. I can't wait to go to this event just to do Bruno's card. It's so amazing. That's all. He keeps downplaying it, but oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. Even Lisa goes, oh, that's just ridiculous, Bruno. We all said the same thing. So yes, make sure you sign up. Now, a couple of questions that people have asked me. Registration, what do you get when you sign up? So if you sign up for this event, you'll get immediate access. There's actually a really cool video, exclusive video that you will get to see straight away. That's a lot of fun. We had a really good time filming that. You'll also get to interact with us live at the event, just like you're doing now. So it'll be very similar to what we've got now, but for 6 hours, maybe even longer actually. I think it might even be longer than 6 hours. But we're going to be doing, how many projects? 2 projects each. So we do some projects together and some projects individually. So you're going to get a lot of content. And then we'll also have all the prizes too to give away. So there'll be lots of fun. Now, on top of that, you're going to get the PDF tutorial. So the PDF actually has up to, it's just over 30 designs or 30 different tutorials that you're going to receive. So that's going to be amazing. So you not only have the event, you have the tutorial, but probably the biggest question that I've been asked is, if I can't come along, then, you know, can I still watch it? Yes, you have lifetime access to all the replays. I'm glad that you enjoyed that, Rebecca. Rebecca said, that video made me laugh so much. Now, Kerry asked a very, very good question, and I think it's an excellent one that I will address. So Kerry asked, and this is probably another one of the big questions, what stamp sets do we use? So we have a variety of different products that we're using, and the main reason why we're doing a lot of different products is because we want you to be able to use what you have. So please don't feel like you have to have what we have. A lot of the projects that we are making are very easy to swap out. And that's why I'm kind of doing what I'm doing today with our project, is I want to show you how you can just swap it out very easily. I mean, I'm using the same stamp set, but it's easy to change the colors. If you don't have the exact products, you can just swap it out for what you have. So yeah, as long as you've got some designer series paper. Do we have some designer series paper in our house? I think some of you do. So even if you go to some of your old stash, use some of that up. You can watch our video, and then if you fall in love with our projects and you're like, oh my goodness, I have to have those products, then you can go right ahead. That might be a plan for you. But you will receive all the information. And as soon as you sign up, you will get all of the measurements and the products that we're using if you really, really want to do exactly the same as us. So yes, you will get that. Long story short, you will receive that. Yay, Melissa signed up. Kathy signed up. Oh, so exciting. I can't wait to see all of you on the event. And it's just amazing to be able to work with Lisa and Gina. Gina is like unbelievably smart, that girl. Far out. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Carrie. So the only other thing before we start crafting our little hearts out, and hopefully you've got a sheet of cardstock and a stamp set. Usually, you know, if you don't have this stamp set, grab a stamp set that's got like smaller images that you're just like, I don't know what to do with these images. There's lots of small ones. Maybe it's like a lot of flowers, or, you know, it could be all sorts of different things that you've got, and you're just like, I just don't know what to do with this. Well, the smaller stamps make excellent backgrounds. So I'll show you exactly how to do that. I can't decide. Use them all, Kathy. Do them all. So what we do is jump in here. I want to show you our very latest tutorial bundle. Here it is here. Woohoo! So if you want to have a look at our latest tutorials, tutorial bundle, this is the Abstract Beauty. So this is what I'm using today. And you can check out that tutorial. We've got 12 tutorials, 12 exclusive videos, and these product projects have never ever and never will be seen anywhere online from any of us. So my card, I must say, I've stepped it up again and done a bit of a fancy fold card. I'm getting into these fun fold cards. I feel like I needed to step it up for you for the tutorial, but I'm very excited. It's an easel card. Shh, easel. I know. I love those cards, but it's just, it works so well with this beautiful, beautiful paper. So there we go. Let's jump in and craft, shall we? What have we got here? Have I missed anything? Good, excellent. Oh, good. Yes, if you have any problems, Rachel, just email the, there should be an email that you would receive, even if you just reply to the email that you got. But the link should be in there. But yeah, just message and the girls will get back to you too. Yes. Maybe, yes, there should be a link in the... Anyway, I'll have a look for you all, but there should be a link in there giving you the details. Bruno knows more. When he jumps on, we'll ask him. I'm just the face around here. Oh no. I pretend I know what I'm doing around here. I'm the fake it till you make it, and it's working well so far. It works. Good. That's great. I'm pretty sure it's in the email, but I'll have a little look for you all when Bruno comes in. So, what are we going to do here? I feel like I need the big grid paper actually for this one. Let's get the big grid. We're going hardcore today, people. Hardcore. We're getting the big grid paper out. It's been a while since I've used my big grid paper. Should I get a... I'll get a pretty one for us. Ooh, yes, I like this one. And I've just covered the trimmer, so I'm going to make sure that I remove that. Because we know what happens when I cover things. I'm like, oh no, where has that gone? Oh, it's because I put all of that stuff on there. That's so pretty. I feel like it's so pretty that I don't want to stamp on it, right? It's so gorgeous, this paper. Now, what do we need to do here? We need some blocks. So if you're new to stamping, and I know we've got a lot of new girls that have just started stamping, the blocks are absolutely fantastic. So you want to grab a few blocks. And this is a great way, I think for a beginner, this is a great way to really get used to stamping and getting used to getting ink on your stamps because you're doing it from scratch. So what we're going to do is pull off any of the stamps that we want. Now, if your stamps get a little bit like they're not as sticky as they used to be, just grab your chamois, and just put a little bit of water on both sides, and that'll just re-moisten it. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of water. That's all I find, and then it's happy days. So there we go. We'll put all our stamps on our blocks so that we can get happening. And I might actually, yes, we've got a few little dotty ones here. I like this one here, but we'll put these on a few smaller ones. I have a lot of blocks in this drawer here. I keep collecting them. Every time we place an order, I'm like, yep, another block, please. And what else should we do? I'm glad we do, because getting short. What? No, never. I'll put little, these are like little circle things. I think that looks good. Oh, I do want that stripy too, actually. What I might do, I might just, because there's two blobby bits, so I might just take off that blobby bit. I'll use the other one. That's the technical term for that one. It's a blobby bit. Go blobby. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll put that one on there. I think we've got a good amount. I mean, you could still keep going. You could use some of these flowers and things like that as well. And maybe we will actually. Why not? Oh, I do want to use some of these actually with the early espresso. Like, there's so many cute little stamps here. I want to use them all. Ooh, there's X's. There's little X's. I want to use those too. It reminded me of the Philippines when Bruno and I, one day, someone said, you haven't introduced me to your ex-boyfriend. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? What ex-boyfriend? Why are you talking about my ex-boyfriend? And then she's like, your ex-boyfriend, because now he's your husband, so he's not your boyfriend anymore. I was like, that's hilarious. I loved it. So yeah, talk to your husband next time and go, hey, ex-boyfriend. How are you today? He'll be like, oh, what's going on? So what do we start with? Oh, I'm so excited. So what you can do is stick to a colour. I'm going to open all of my colours up actually, which could be very dangerous. Kylie, an open ink on the table. But I promise I'll be careful, everyone. I promise. And I've got the label facing me, so I know what I'm going to see. But I will bring in, oh, so exciting. All this ink. It's been a while since I've inked up like this, to be honest. You know, you all know that I love loveitchopit, and so sometimes I end up not inking a lot. Do you like that one, Jessie? My ex-boyfriend. Okay. So what we're going to do is, where should we start? My way of starting, and I mean, it really wouldn't matter which way you start, but what I will suggest, when you're doing these type of backgrounds, don't be tempted to go all over the place with the same color. And I'll show you exactly why you don't want to do that. Because you get stuck. Ask me how I know. So we're going to come in with our first one. Now, we probably could use the Stamp and Pierce mat, but I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be safe. So I'm going to start from the middle and work my way out. But you could start from the top and work down to the bottom. But I'm starting this way. And what we're going to do, and the cool thing is like even this little bit of ink here is missing, but it's the type of stamp that's okay. That's why I'm not too fussed about having the Pierce mat underneath. But what you want to just make sure is whatever colour you pick is what you're going to stick with for that item. So I've got some here that I know I'm going to do in the early espresso. What else have we got? We've got the cinnamon cider. I definitely want to do, ooh, I think I'm going to do the squiggle in the cinnamon cider. Yes, I'm happy with that one. Oh, he's not tied on there properly. He decided to go for a little trip. He just jumped away. Let me just stamp on some. Jessie, I love it already. You're hilarious. This is why you're my #1 assistant, Jessie. You're my rah-rah girl. I know, it's a piece of work. It's a piece of artwork, isn't it? She makes me laugh too, Rebecca. That's why I love her. Okay, that feels a bit more secure. Oh, this is really, really not happy today, this one. I must have used it too much the other day with my embossing buddy. I love Rachel. You're easily pleased. She is actually. She's very easy to please. Okay, we're cooking with gas, people. Ooh, that's very dark. I must have updated it recently, but that's okay. It will soften as it cools down. And then we're going to come in with the Zara Premji. Sahara Sand. Oh, even the Sahara Sand is darker than normal. Hopefully everyone calms the farm around here. Take a chill pill already, you lot. Now, the cool thing about having these pieces here is as you're building, you'll be like, oh, there's a bit of space that I don't like, but that's where our little tiny pieces come in and they tie everything together, because you see what happens here. We'll grab a little bit of early espresso and suddenly you can start building these little pieces in between and fill in those gaps, little holes there. And even if you wanted to, which would be really fun, we can do a bit of overlapping. Ooh, it's like a Picasso. I could see myself making a Picasso here. Oh, we've come in with a secondary colour. Woo, it's getting exciting. What colour do we want that? Oh, that was the Sahara Sand. Sahara Premji. So just keep twisting, you keep turning. And so you can see here why you wouldn't want to just go all over the place, because what ends up happening is you end up not being able to fit some of these big ones in. You don't leave enough space. Because, I mean, we're good, but we're not that good, right? Because then we end up going, oh no, I don't have enough space there. Whereas this way, you're building out and you can sort of line it up as you're going around. Now I've got another cool one here that we haven't used yet. Isn't this a fun stamp? And as you can see, it really can be any color that you want. So check out your color palettes. Oh, I am loving these colors. But yeah, you can just mix it up. And it's just showing you that you don't have to be stuck with the colours that are in the suite. Sometimes we look at a suite and all we see is the designer series paper, and that sort of makes up our mind whether we like it or not. But it may not be our colours. We all have our colours we like. What's all your favourite colours? Tell me your favourite Stampin' Up! Colour. I feel like these little ones here, they're my little coffee beans. And we can even do that where it goes on top. It's so cool, the layering. Didn't even think of that beforehand, but I really like it with the... I think the biggest thing with this is not going too crazy, because you just have so much fun. It's like, whee! Oh, look at those. I'm in love with the little stitches. Stinking love this. Sweet Sugar Plum, Misty Moonlight, oh, Fresh Freesia. Yeah, Jessie, you're a purple girl. Jessie loves her purples. Oh, Night of Navy. It's a winner. Good one, Nessa. Hi, Shaz. Good to see you. Pacific Point for you, Rachel. Very nice. You've all got very good taste. And what else do we want? We want a bit more Zara, a bit more Zara Premji. I haven't used Sahara Sand in, I can't even think of how long it's been. So it's nice to actually pull it out and have a play. So this is a good little test if you haven't had a play of a certain colour in a while, then this is a good thing to do. And it's very like therapeutic, just stamping and knowing that you've got like the whole page that you can fill. This is a good thing to do while you're on like a trip or something and you want to go, like in Australia we do a lot of camping or something like that, and this is a lot of fun. For something like this you can just have a whole heap of stacks of paper and have them all ready to go for when you come home. I'm going to join these two actually. We'll do it along there. I really love that ziggy zig. Ziggy zig. Ah. It's fun. Ooh, pool party for Leslie. Bermuda Bay. Yvonne, don't make me pick. Too many to choose. I understand that feeling. It's like, which one is your favourite child? Oh, I love this. Now I feel like we have another blobby piece. Do we have another one? No, there's this one. Yes, good, good. We'll bring in some more cinnamon. Cinnamon. Just want to make sure I'm going different directions. It's grish. Grish. They are very warm colours, yes. So I just sort of look at what else I've done and then it gives me an idea of how to stamp, like what direction to stamp in. Fancy cake. Oh, it's so pretty. And so what we're going to do once we finish all our stamping is come in and do some chopping. We're going to love and chop our own background. Isn't that scary? We're like, oh no, I'm chopping my own paper. So I want to come in with the Calypso. Oh, so good. Where's our Sahara sand? So cool. Bermuda Bay for Trish. Bermuda Bay is the winner. I must say, I'm a mad Bermuda Bay girl. Mint macaron, I love Just Jade. Doesn't everyone take their stamping camping? I love it. Why wouldn't you? What else is there to do when you're camping but to stamp? It's probably the only time you actually get time to do stamping is when you go camping. Some of you mums. It's so busy for all of you. Jewel, it looks like microscopic organisms. We're looking under the microscope right now. I love it. I can see how you can think that. So when you get to the edge, you're going to stamp off the edge. Well, I find it's a nice thing to do. It just looks more natural to do it that way. Whee! This is so much fun. I hope you get to try it. Are some of you going to try it? Because it's really cool. Oh, that's great, Susan. So, Susan, tell everyone how you got the supplies, because there was a few people that couldn't find the supplies. Was it in the email? I'm so excited you're coming. The projects are amazing, aren't they? Did you see Bruno's? You have no idea how complicated that is. It looks simple on the outside, but looks deceiving. Wait till you open it up. Oh, I'm so loving this. Indigenous painting in the desert. I love it. That's like the biggest compliment ever. That's great. I'm going over to our sign up form just to see who we've got signing up. Oh my goodness! Carrie! Carol! Michelle, thank you! Aww! And Pam, Rissa! Yay, Rissa! Janet! Aww! It's going to be so good seeing you all there. It's like the hottest ticket in town. You don't want to miss it. You're going to get FOMO. FOMO, fear of missing out. Oh, you love them, Kathy? Oh, good. Yeah, they're going to be really special. Really, really special. I can't wait to show you the inside of my card. There's a big surprise in there too. I've never done a card like it. I had to challenge myself for this event. I put myself way out there. I'm like, come on, Kylie, you can do it. You can do something very challenging for all of these beautiful followers of yours. Give them something new. Well, it may not be new for all of you, but it was new to me. I've been stamping a while, so hopefully it's something new to you. What do I want next? I'm vibing. Oh, Sahara. So what I'm doing with my pattern is just sort of trying to group them so that the colors are dispersed. Like I'm trying not to stamp the same color next to the same color. So you're sort of, yeah, dispersing the colors and the textures. So you can sort of see in this group here, it's like, okay, well, we've done all of our main colors. So then you can sort of go back to your blushing bride and repeat those sort of layers. And then we could do the beautiful Calypso Coral one, but we want that to be away from this one. So we can just fill it in with some of these ones here just to break like so that it's not going to be next to it. So this is one of these, like when you've got quite a few colours, it's like, you know, good to have, you know, lots and lots of variety, which is good. And then we'll come in this way so that it's a little bit different. Oh, that's great. Yay, my job is done here, Carolyn. Yeah, I think abstract beauty is one of those ones that we look at it and go, what on earth am I going to do with that? Kathy, be sure you watch the video when you sign up. It is a very good laugh, isn't it? Did it make the cut where we talked about my latest Google purchase? Was my latest Google purchase on there? No, what was the last thing I Googled? Bruno asked that question to Lisa. I was very scared what Bruno was going to ask me. I'm like, don't ask me anything I can't talk about on camera. Your order's getting larger. Oh, that's good. Yeah, there's a lot of nice things. It's good having a variety. Like I thought that we'd end up just using one item sort of thing. But yeah, it was great. Lisa's like, no, let's just use lots of variety because everyone's bound to have one of them. And it also shows how you can swap it out as well, which I really love that concept, especially with supplies like the shipping crisis and all that sort of thing. It's just nice for us to learn to adapt and use what we have. Like if we can't get something, that's okay. We'll just use something that we've got already. Or maybe we can swap it for something else. Oh, I really love this. This is just really coming together so nicely. That's so funny. I wonder if Gina will keep that in there. That's so funny. And it's right here, people. Yes. You'll have to buy to see the exclusive video. It was I was like, no, Bruno, don't ask me about my Instagram purchase. No. What exactly did you buy from Instagram? Bruno, I said to him, oh no, I bet you that's in there. And he's like, nah, that was afterwards. We were chatting after. I'm like, no, that was while we were filming. So he doesn't know that that's in there. Yes, they are good masculine colours. Yes. Yes, did you like Gina's question, did you? I had to think about, what was Gina's question to me? Oh, yes. Whoopsie. Sorry, Lisa. I forgot to undo that one. Her face, honestly, oh, you'll have to watch the video to see it, but her face when she found out what I said wasn't true. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It was very funny. It made me lol. But it's so nice that we've known them for so long. Like, I think that's the beauty of this event, is a lot of people didn't realize our background with each other, and that we've known each other even before Gina was married. She's just had a 2nd year anniversary. And so, yeah, it's pretty special to have seen all of those moments that we had together. I think the Rome trip was the trip for me that I was just like I knew Lisa from Hawaii, and we got to spend quite a bit of time actually in Hawaii together. But yeah, Rome was just like amazing. It felt like we were meant to actually spend that time together because it was just exactly what we both needed. And over the years, we've both helped each other. Like, she's helped me so much. It's the reason why I'm on YouTube now. It's because of Lisa. She's like, get off Facebook Lives and get on YouTube. And I'm so grateful for it now. Because it's just a bit... Facebook can be a bit fussy. Oh, I'm so loving this. Are you loving it? So good. Hi, Kathy. Did you just get my email? Oh, I'm actually doing something at the moment, Kathy. Sorry. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can do lots of things twice, but I'll definitely check it out later, though. So what colour combos can you think of? Yes, it does have a bit of that look. Could we chop and stamp a smaller piece instead of a big one? Well, once we finish our full sheet, I'm going to show you what we can do, because then once we've done the full sheet, the world is our oyster, right? We can do a slimline card. We could do smaller portions. Do one sheet wonder with your with your full sheet of paper, whatever you use, A4 or the standard letter. But yeah, it becomes very exciting once you finish, because then you're like, oh, what am I going to use this for? I can chop it in so many different ways. And that's the beauty of this. It's like it can become whatever you want it to. But you know, if you just, yes, sometimes we all have these days where we're just not feeling it. We don't have mojo. We don't feel like making a card as per se, but we just want to sit down and stamp. We just want to be creative. We just want to do something with ink. And this is a perfect way to do this, because you're stamping, but you don't necessarily have to make the cards right away. You could come back later and do this, or you could just have a bit of fun, yeah, just sitting here stamping. Just takes the pressure off, because sometimes I think we put ourselves under so much pressure. One of my new customers, she's very much like, oh, I've got to get 10 cards done when I sit down. I'm like, who said you had to get 10 cards done? I did. I want to get 10 cards done. Yeah, but what if you don't get the 10 cards done? Are you going to feel bad about yourself? Yes, I'm going to feel bad. It's like, well, don't make rules that are going to make you feel anxious. The whole idea of crafting is just to chill out and have fun. If you find that if you're losing that joy of crafting and you're finding it like you're getting pressured, or you're putting yourself under pressure, that's no good. You got to stop that. I won't do another one just in case I block it in. But it's really good with these smaller ones, because they do help you to fill in those gaps. Like if you have these extra gaps here, they're so cool. And like I could see this done in so many different colors and it would look completely different. Like I think someone mentioned it could be quite masculine, this one, but yeah, you could change it up to whatever you want to do. It's a really, really cool technique, this one. And any of your small stamps you can do this with. They really work well for this type of stamping. Whee! Can you tell I'm having fun? Kylie's silent. How do you know Kylie's enjoying herself? It's the first time she's quiet in her life. It's like, what has happened? Why is there silence? Oh. I love it, love it, love it. And see how, like, this is a little bit bubbly here, this one. You probably can't see it, but I actually really love it. I think this actually adds texture. That's the cool thing about this one, is it doesn't have to be like spot on perfect stamping. Like if you miss a little bit, it actually adds some really nice texture. This would make a really cool puzzle. Can you imagine turning this into a puzzle? We need those puzzle pieces back again, Stampin' Up. The puzzle stamp. I'm in my happy place, yeah. But imagine this with, what's some other colour combos that we could come up with? Night of Navy, Sahara Sand, Early Espresso. What would be another really nice one to go with Night of Navy? Even if it was like the Misty Moonlight that went with it. Oh my goodness, it would be stanza. Like really strong. And even with this one, like you could change up the base, and whatever base you put could actually change the feel and the look of it. So if you did a Blushing Bride base, it could become quite feminine. If you put the Sahara Sand or the Cinnamon Cider, then you're looking at masculine cards. So you could just, the same sheet, you can adapt to how you want to use it then, which is awesome. And we'll have a look at that. I will show you how you can do that. It's looking great, isn't it? I really love it. I thought, yeah, well, let's do the whole sheet. I was just going to do the normal one, but I think it's fun to do something like this every now and then, something a bit different to what we normally do, because we do get stuck in a bit of a rut sometimes with our crafting, and we go to the same thing, what we've always done. I mean, we love to have routine, but every now and then it's time to mix things up, hey? And then we'll put our little dotties. Woohoo! It's looking so good. I love all the like those little pieces. You just think, what on earth would I use them for? But how cool does it make? Like, how different would this look without all of those little X's and lines? And I think it just brings it all together. It makes it make sense. I don't know how that's the case, but just brings everything together. What do you think, peeps? Can you believe it? Oh, Cindy. I'm so glad too. You can thank Lisa for that one too, Lisa Curcio. So thanks, Lisa. Only because of Kylie being on YouTube that I found Stampin' Up. Just making sure everything's balanced out a bit. And you want to think in terms of like sections. How will it look when it's on a section? But I think that's come up very, very nice. What do you think, peeps? Stanza! It's Stanzo, Washington. And like I could keep going, but you know, that's probably the hardest thing. The hardest part is stopping. It's like no more little bits. So next thing we'll do is do some Love It Chop It. I wasn't... Yes, I know. It's very, very difficult. Elaine said struggling. So many of us are struggling at the moment. Me included. I understand completely. And this is why I thought this is a good thing to do, because sometimes we just don't have the brain power or the emotional energy right now to make cards. But sometimes by just starting with something like this, you know, as I said, any small stamp sets that you've got there, just sit down and just stamp. Yep, just stamp away. And I think not having the pressure of feeling like you have to make a card, like even if this is all you do, and you do like a number of these sheets, like do 10 of these sheets, just sit here and just stamp and then just put it away. And you can, you know, make cards another time. But I think it's just us feeling like we're sitting down and doing something creative. You know, something just to take our mind, stop doom scrolling, stop looking online, and just come into your craft room and just sit with some ink and some stamps. Go back to where it all began. So Kylie said, I have trouble picking colours that work together. So the best thing you can possibly do, and I think that's a very valid point that you raise, but sometimes what I like to do is just I stalk, we call them in Australia doona covers. So I go to like the homeware section or the store where you have all your I think you guys call them duvets, your duvet covers. Bedspreads are the best for colour inspo. If you're short of colour inspo, just take a picture and then you just sort of estimate what colours you think it is. Like this one today was an Instagram reel, and it was, I think she was making macrame earrings or something, and she was packing it in a bag, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love that bag that she's packing it in. That's where I said to Bruno, oh, they're my colours for tomorrow. Sold. Because I was like, oh, what colours am I going to do? But, you know, would I ever pick up these colours? Never. I never would have thought of doing cinnamon cider, even Sahara sand. Like, it's been so long since I've used Sahara sand. So use inspiration around you. Maybe when you're going to the grocery shop, you see someone that's got a really pretty dress on, or, you know, really nice top. You know, I've been in the shops legit, and I have written down what colours I think they are in Stampin' Up colours. Like stalked someone around the shop to get the colours, write them down. Because, you know, I thought it would be a little bit rude if I took a picture. And how do I explain if she busted me taking a picture? Oh, I'm taking a picture because I want to make a card out of your dress. It's like, oh no, that sounds really weird. But yeah, just come up with a few combos. Like actually one combo that I really, really think would look good with this one. So Jessie would love all of her purples. Like if I was making a card for Jessie, I would do all my, you know, Blackberry Bliss, fresh freezer, all of that sort of thing. But then you've also got like your beautiful, let's see here. I want to bring one more colour into this. I think even having that. So something like this, and you can see how quickly you can come up with, you know, a combo. Like I love those together. I think that they would look gorgeous. And then maybe even having basic black or the memento black. That would be your 5th one. So that's another combo you can try. Yes, I do take pictures. Yeah, so that's a really nice combo. But then you could have your purples. Like I definitely think, yeah, Jessie would absolutely love like the... If I literally just grabbed all of the purples, she'd be like, you've just made my day. So that's just Jessie right there. Yeah. So doing something like that. Yeah. Yeah, true. And that's a nice idea, Rissa. You can even stamp off as well. Like if you don't want it as strong, you can actually use the same colour. That's a really good point. Yeah. Yeah. So it's, yeah, really, I really love all of those colours. I think that you could come up with so many different combos. But yeah, definitely check out the catalogs to see where where you can get all those gorgeous color, like the covers for your bread spreads. I reckon they're the best place to get ideas. But you've even got some of those, the rich raspberry too down that end. So you could even bring that into the mix of the purples. But then you could go for your pinks, like some of you love your pinks. So you could just do one that was like pink based. Oh, so exciting. Can't wait to see what you all come up with. Made your day, Jessa. Bruno's dad calls Jessie Jessa. Jessa, a Jessa, with his strong Italian accent. So, what do we have next? Let's have a little look here and see what we can whip up. You ready to love it, chop it? This makes it even harder to chop, though. I'm just warning you because you're emotionally invested. I'm invested in this. So what we can do is, I'll just do the usual 4, okay? And I'll do them to the edge in case we want to do like right to the edge, but we can always cut down. So I'm cutting it at the, if you have my card templates, it's the Cajun Craze size. So whatever that size is for you in your country, Cajun Craze, it should work out that you're basically just cutting it into 4. Was that difficult? We did it! Yay! So what you could do if you wanted this to just be the hero on its own and not bring in any base colour, then that would be the way to do it because it's going to go from edge to edge, which is really, really gorgeous. But I do like seeing a bit of the cardstock behind. So what we'll do is we'll come in. I really love it with the early espresso. Doesn't it look hot? But we'll have a look at a few colours. I think the Blushing Bride as well will be a winner. P.S. There was a question I was asked about the event. Someone was saying to me, and I don't know what the other size is with US, but say there's 2 measurements and it says in Australia it might be like 10.5 by 27.9, or what is it, 29.7. I always get that mixed up. But if there's a smaller, like there's 2 types of measurements, like 14.9. So if you're doing 14.9, then it's going to be like this direction. So I'll actually do it. So this is going like the largest size across. I'm not sure, actually let's get it in the US size. I've got my card templates here. Yeah, so for some people it's a little bit tricky when you see the measurements with our event. Someone was like, oh, I don't understand, like one is cut this way and one is cut this way. What's the difference? So that's the US one. And then in Australia there's this one. So 10.5 by 29.7. So it just opens differently, and you're cutting it, the way that you want to cut it is with your 10.5 or your, what is it here, 4 1/4 of an inch. You want to have it lengthways. But then if you're doing the other one, which is our gorgeous grape base, you want it 5.5 by 8.5, or in Australia that's 14.9, or some like 14.8, but I like 14.9 by 21. So if you see those measurements, you can see the difference in the type of card because of the way that it opens. And the reason I use different card sizes is depending on the way that I want. Like with our event, I've got something special on the inside here. Ooh, secret. But it does need to be this way open. Like it's not going to work. My little special secret won't work this way. Does that make sense? So just in case you have questions about that, there is 2 different ways to cut your card base. You can cut it lengthways, or you can cut it landscape. Portrait or landscape, you could call it. So portrait, this is portrait landscape mode, and this is portrait mode, the long and skinny. And they both fold to make a card base. You're still cutting your cardstock in half, but they just end up different directions. It used to do my head in trying to work out what on earth, which way do I cut the card base? Either is fine, and you'll also work out what works for you too. You know, do what you feel happy with. For me, a lot of times I like doing it the long skinny way because it's actually really nice for my photos. Because when I'm folding the card, then you can see the little sneak peek on the inside. So you'll see when I take my photos, you can see the little bit inside. Whereas if I folded it the other way, you wouldn't see that. It'd be hidden. And there's no sort of, it's more of a photography reason. I do like this way of cards, but it's not your standard way of making cards. So yeah, just so that you're aware of that. So let's do this. Ready, steady, go. I really love, look at that. Which one do you like? They're all gorgeous, aren't they? And they all bring out different colors, and you could even layer it, like have your layers of color as well. So pretty. So I'm going to do up a little group of these cards for you to see, because you're just going to be like, are you kidding me? It turned into that. So I want to do this one actually, and then we're going to do something cool here. So I like to use the top of my trimmer or your stamparatus just to line up against here so that that's nice and straight. And then I'm actually going to bring in a few layers here. So if you have my card templates, then this is really handy when it comes to layering, because you're going to learn exactly what you need to do to create layers, which look amazing with a card like this. So this is the Poppy Parade layer, this size. So it's just slightly smaller than the card base. And then we want to go to the next layer, which is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's Floaty Flamingo, the next one. Oh no, Melon Mambo. So then do Melon Mambo. And if you haven't got my card template tutorial, I'll pop up a link. They just really help you with your measurements if you struggle with how to cut your card base so that you can have all of these layers. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we're going to do this one in the Flirty Flamingo, because I'm pretty sure that that layer there, yeah, that's going to be, ooh, maybe we should go a little bit smaller. Let me see here. What other size could we do? So see how I can get my card templates and I can sort of estimate what size it's going to, like, then it'll leave a little bit of a border there. Or I can go right to the edge. Like, they kind of are like a real life sketch for me. Or I could do the Mango Melody, which is a little bit less, but still got a nice border there. I do like that one actually. That to me is singing a song to me. Yes, use me, Kylie. I really like it. So the card templates, it's a tutorial, so you do need to cut it yourself, so you can get them there, and they come in all sorts of different sizes for whatever country you're in and whatever measurement you use. So 1, 2, 3. Now keep these pieces are not going to be wasted. Remember, we're going to use them on the inside, so never fear, my dear, we will use them. Everything will get used. Let's have a look here. Layer upon layer upon layer. Oh yeah, I love that. That looks so good. So then we can start gluing. I like to use Tombow, but you can use whatever your glue of preference. I like to glue everything to the first layer and then put everything on top of the base. I kind of do everything, glue everything first and then put it on the base, because it's all about the base. And I love with the Tombow glue how it gives it a little bit of wiggle room. So just add something a little bit different to your projects, having the measurements, the layers. Then you can, for those of you that are new stampers, this is like the fundamentals that are actually really difficult to get support with. Not a lot of people talk about the measurements, and not a lot of crafty people are math experts. I know I'm definitely not. So I needed help. I know, doesn't it look gorgeous? And so we can come in and do the exact same card, but you can do it with the cinnamon behind, and look at the difference in the look. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. So we'll do the same thing that we just did. And you could decide to, mix it up, but if you're wanting to do sort of like a stack of cards, then this is a great way to do that. So that's the Poppy Parade size, this one, layer 1. Our next layer is going to be the Mango Melody size, which you do end up getting used to what the sizes are without having to look at your templates, but it's just nice knowing that you've got that backup there. So that's that next size. And then we've got the Mango Melody is the next one, because we'll do the same one. Beautiful. Oh, that looks so hot. So this one could be the masculine one because it's got the cinnamon cider in the background there. But you know, men love pink too. So whatever, you know your man. You know the colours he likes. Bruno's name actually means brown in German. And I think it is actually his favourite colour, randomly. I think I asked him and he said, yep, brown. Oh, okay. Is that a colour? Yep, it is. It's a colour. Look at that. We made our own paper. Doesn't it look beautiful? And so if we wanted to, we could even do, with these ones here, we could even do, I really like the look of the strip ones. I don't know if you've seen those. Just do another base. So this is your Calypso Coral base. That's the measurement. And then I think we'll do the same. No. So what it was you do layers, and I don't have card templates for these, so maybe that's the next card template layers that I can add in, because it would be a bit of fun to do. But basically you're going to go right to the edge of the card. It's just a little bit over here. So you go right to the edge and you just have like a strip through the middle. So we might go, say, what size is this? I think if we do, yeah, even 8 centimeters. I'm just eyeballing really. And then you have it like that. And then you can slowly add a couple of layers around the side as well. So we could add the same. So just like a few millimeters larger, or, you know, 1/16 of an inch larger. And it's just got that beautiful little edge of pink blushing bride there. And then we'll do the same but in the basic white. Beautiful. So yeah, so it's just got tiny little layers in between each. Should I cut it the right size? Yes. Tiny little layers in between each one. And then it's like you could put it to the edge like that. Even that's really gorgeous, where it's just, you know, a little bit here, and then you can have the sentiment on the side. Or you can go right in the middle here. I really love that at the moment. I think that's the way I'm going to go. But, you know, if you really like it going over the other edge, then you can just do it with your next lot. So it's just a really little couple of millimeters edge, but I just love, love, love that look. Layering is so, like, it just helps bring all those colors out, because it's almost like saying, depending on the color that you've got behind, it's saying, look at me, I'm telling you, look out for the darker colors. Look out for the pink. You're telling your eye where it wants to go, which is very cool. Impressive. Oh, thank you, everyone. As I said, it was going to be a surprise to me, whatever we ended up doing. But you know your usual style, you know your card base. But it's just good to have a few different ones as well. And then very, very simply, I think that, you could have the most gorgeous sentiments. Oh, stop talking to me, Siri. The most gorgeous sentiments here. Like, thank you. This calls for a celebration. I love this one. I miss your face. First of all, you're amazing. Like, you really are. Hello, beautiful. So happy to know you. They're all really cool sentiments. Like, really, really cool. And so you can use any of those. I think I'm going to do so happy to know you. And I'll do the others very soon because I do have an appointment. Whoopsie! Oh, I'm like, yeah, I'll be finished by 11. Anyway, we're having fun. That's all that matters, right? All that matters is that we're enjoying ourselves. So I probably do have a scrap piece, but just grab a little scrap piece of, I'll do a few actually. Yeah. Because we can cut a few all at once. And I think using embossing on the early espresso is just so gorgeous. I've just used my little embossing buddy. And then Versamark. I'm going to chop this one out myself, but there are beautiful sentiments that you can use. The dies actually, they're really, really gorgeous. So I just like a bit of grid paper, pop that behind, and then we get our powder and put that on top. Yay. Pop all this back in. Actually, I'll just do a little bit more over the top. There's a little bit here missing. Sometimes you've got to tap off the excess but not tap it too much. There's a fine line between too little and not enough. And then heat it up. There's nothing like embossing. I just love it. Look how good that looks. There's no way I could stamp that and make it look that good. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. I'm looking for these. So then we have all these like beautiful shapes here. Got a new chair, so I'm like, wee! Yes, that would be gorgeous, Charlotte. Oh my goodness, you could do the gold. See, you girls are already going. You're running with it. You're going to do things greater than me. Oh my goodness, I have to do that. I need that. I need this die in my life. I didn't even mean to. I was going to cut it out, but it's like, nah, I need to chop it. And guess what? We get to use our mini stamp and cut machine. Oh, hello, little one. Hello, little one. So I think, yeah, it's 20% off at the moment, everyone. Have you got your little mini skem? This is the time to do it. I never ever thought I'd see it go on sale, so that's pretty cool. You don't want to miss out on this little beauty. So we want to do layering, layering, layering. I'm going to pop that in there. And if you wanted to, you could put some tape or something like that to keep it in place. But again, this is one of these dies that, you know, unless you're really, really crooked, it actually isn't too bad. Just go up a little bit higher. Stay there, little one. Yay! And then you just crank it through. Now, if it doesn't grab, usually it's because I've put the layers too close together. But yes, I have been known to do this. Come on, little one. There you go. Yes, that's right. So just, yeah, stagger them at the beginning, and that will help you to crank it through okay. Hello, little one. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. So perfect. I love accidental perfection. And it's all because the, like, Stampin' Up! Have the sweet and it all just goes together. But yes, I will do the other ones later. But I'm going to do this one. Look how good that looks. Oh my goodness. There's something that just brings so much joy when it all comes together. And we made this, people. We made it from scratch. Can you believe it? All the way from scratch. But, you know, keep it simple. If you want to keep it really simple, just use designer series paper. But if you look at it and you're like, I don't like that colour, well, this is how you can make your own colour. I stinking love it. Chop it. Now, there are some cool dies around here that I want to use. I mean, embellishments. Knowing me, I've put them in a safe place, but I did see them just before. Yes, I found them. Oh, yes. But how good will these look? Piece of hair, come out of here. How good will they look? There we go. I'm going to use the Blushing Bride ones. You can take your pick tool to pick these up. Isn't that cool? I've learned that from Dita Rekow. I was like, how is she picking it up with the sticky end? Yes, it's a thing, people. You can pick it up with the sticky end. Unbelievable. I wouldn't have believed it unless I saw it with my own eyes. So there you go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That was just so much fun. Oh yes. What do we think? Yay. I hope you do, Teresa. Yes, the grey one. That's true. That's a good point. In the mini. Yeah, the mini is very cute. So there you go. So if you live in Australia and you're looking for something productive to do with your time, and you need to have some positive fun in your life, we need that right now, then this could be a really nice thing. I know it helps me to stay positive, and I know I'm feeling so good after doing some creating with all of you, and it's just lovely spending time with all of you too. Yeah, you happy? And I'll definitely finish off the other ones. Yes, I know. It's so fun. And on the inside, we'll definitely use those pieces on the inside. In fact, I'll quickly do it now because it's just so simple and easy. You just grab your trimmer, and I usually cut my insides at Poppy Parade size. Especially when you've got these dark bases, it's good to have a an insert, because yeah, some decide not to have an insert, but I really like having them. I feel like my card is naked. It's nudie. It's a nudie Rudy if I don't do the inside. So cool, isn't it? Nothing gets wasted. Boom. And it's so good having the card templates because, you know, no guessing, no estimating. You know that this is going to fit and that it's going to be happy. Oh, yes. Yay! Yay, thank you all very, very much. Oh, you needed to sleep in, Caitlin. Good to see you. So let's take a little picture. I can't believe we did such a fun little project today, and I hope that you try this, doing a full background sheet. Ah. So cute. I had so much fun. I love that someone said it has like that Aboriginal feel to it, because I do almost feel like that, or looking through a microscope, one or the other. But I had so much fun with all of you today, and I know that we're going to have a great time at the end of the month at our event together. Let's see if there was any new peeps that I missed since we started chatting. Oh yes, here we go. We've got a few more here. Shawnee and Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Samantha and Cindy. Yay, Cindy! You're going to be there too. Brilliant. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Now, just another heads up, there is a new promotion that's out, and I think this one's going to be a really popular one. But the Waves of the Ocean collection is now available for purchase, and everything is available now. So we didn't have the paper for the first day, but yes, it's come back in stock just at perfect timing, so that's awesome. There's really amazing dyes here, and yeah, just absolutely gorgeous suite of products. We're waiting for ours to arrive. We've just ordered the paper the last couple of days, but check out those beautiful rhinestones. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So keep in mind that only in the South Pacific, so only here in Australia and New Zealand, that you can join at the moment, and you can add this to your starter kit if you wanted to. You can spend $140 on the suite, or if you join, it's $169 to join, but then you get to pick $235 of anything that you want. So you get $66 of product for free. And then on top of that, you get 2 free stamp sets of your choice. And that's only until the 16th, to the 16th of this month, that you can get that offer. So if you really have your eye set on that product, or maybe you have a shopping list or a wish list that you've got sitting there, if it hits the $169, you'd be crazy not to think about joining. You don't have to sell, you don't have to do anything, you're not obligated in any way. There is a quarterly minimum, but all that happens if you don't meet it is you just come back as a customer. So at least for the next 3 months, 4 months or so, you'll get 20% discount on all of your purchases, and you get this $66 of free plus 2 free stamp sets. So it's a win-win no matter what. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to meet the minimum, so I won't join. Why wouldn't you? You get $66 for free, and then you don't have to do a thing afterwards. So it's a really great opportunity at the moment, particularly in the South Pacific, because no one else has this opportunity right now. Just us, because we had a shipping issue with Celebration. So Stampin' Up have been very kind and extended it. So if you wanted to join our team, if you live in Australia, you can join our team. There's a link below, and I've also added it here in the live as well. So thank you all very, very much for coming today. Yay, Sherry will be at the event. Yay, Kathy. Woo! So the last day for sign-ups, I think, is around the 24th of March. So you've got a little bit of time still. But yes, we'd love, love, love to see you there. So thank you so much for all being here. Thank you for your support. And I hope that I was able to inspire you to get crafty. Go and get crafty. I feel really good. Bye everyone. See you soon. See you next week.